Welcome to the delayed release of the official podcast of Pittsburgh Sports 365. That's what I'm talking about. Hey! Oh, we got some stuff for you today. We got a damn good show. Make sure you like and subscribe and, touch my little bell thingy down there. That makes the channel feel good. If you're watching this from Facebook, be sure to bring your ass over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel. It's free. Yins ought to be over here with me now. Born and raised in Allegheny, Washington, Westmoreland, Fayette, and Greene counties. It's the Yinzer stuck down Cleveland in this shithole. Sorry, I just had to. The Browns suck. Go Steelers. So, I'm going to start this one out. Sad news out of the NFL today. It's not Steeler related. However, we did play against this gentleman. He's a 10-year veteran and he passed away today. Always terrible to hear that. DJ Hayden, ex-Raider, ex-Jaguar, ex-Detroit Lion. He was drafted first round in the 2013 draft. In his senior year, he had a horrible incident, an injury that he shouldn't have survived. He survived. He overcame all that. He had to split the main artery in his body that supplies blood to the top and bottom. It's like 98% fatal. He had that injury in a football game. It's never happened in a football game. But anyway, he survived that. He passed away today. A lady in a black Chrysler was speeding in Houston today. She ran a red light. And unfortunately, she hit JD and two of his former teammates and a few more of his friends, killing 4 instantly. 2 more passed away on the way to the hospital or at the hospital. And the driver that was speeding and ran the red light, she was pronounced deceased at the scene. I'm going to say a prayer for the Hayden family tonight. Our thoughts and prayers are with you. We're all Steelers and we're not Raiders fans, but we never, ever want to hear this. And again, folks, I'm sorry. We send our sympathies here at Pittsburgh Sports 365. I want to start out with college football news. Today was terrible. Like, come on, man. November 4th, Penn State wins 51 to 15. Today they got their ass whooped 24 to 15. Ooh. Pitt again. They're 2-7 now. Pitt is 2-7, 2-8. 2-8. I turned it off a while ago. You should have seen this. They had the game under control. First quarter it was 7-3. Syracuse had the lead by 4. The second quarter, Pitt took the lead 13-7. Syracuse didn't score no points in the second quarter. So then after halftime, Pitt shit the bed. They didn't score no points in the second half unless they scored in garbage time because I turned it off with like 3 or 4 minutes left. It was terrible. It was like 28-13. They had scored no points in the second half. That football program's in trouble. It's terrible, too, because Pitt usually has a good football. It seems like since Kenny Pickett came to the NFL, they just went downhill. I'm sure they lost a couple other players, too, and it's not just him. Here's something that'll make you blame this on the right person. Since Matt Canada became the offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers, do you know that we have not had one 400-yard game? Not one. Now think about that for a minute. Since he started. So, I mean, I'm tempted to blame that on his ass. But, I mean, I can't say for sure if it was him or not. I'm just saying. News out of Steelers. Before the Packers game, Minka is out. Did not practice. Cam Listed is playing. He had limited practice today. Defensive tackle Martravius Adams is out. Oh. Linebacker Elan Roberts. What is his name? Elandon Roberts. His knee. He's playing, but he's hurt. Nick Herbig he was limited at practice, but scheduled to play. He has a calf injury. Brian McFadden says that against Green Bay, if the Steelers lean on that 1-2 punch with 30 and 22, that they'll be able to eclipse 400 yards. But I say that it's possible, but it's going to take Kenny Pickett calling a lot of audibles. And it seems like every time he has done that, and I've shared proof in the group, every time Kenny Pickett calls an audible and it turns into a big play, Matt Canada looks mad. I know if I was a coach and I was crapping out and the quarterback called a play and bailed me out, I'd be jumping up and down. I'd be happy as hell. But some people have ego, pride, whatever you want to call it. I'm good with it. If you're good with what you're doing, I'm good with what you're doing. We're winning. It seems like Kenny P has been keeping the game from getting completely out of control in my perspective. Because when they need a touchdown, it happens. Basically, it happens. When they only need one touchdown, it happens. The defense holds the other team as much as they possibly can, and if the other team gets out of control and scores, Kenny Pickett comes in and they run the offense and they score. That's just the way it seems. They only score what they need to score when they're winning these tight games, which is fine, but it's not playoff football. They better get it together. Just saying. The last time the Steelers got 400-plus yards was the season, I believe it was 2020. They started 11-0. They looked like a dynasty team. And then they shit the bed. They imploded, went 12-4 totally, lost 3 of 4 down the stretch. Remember that year? Starting 11-0 and then just imploding. It was just terrible. Oh, they need to get a hold of some big offensive plays. I don't know if it's like not being on the same page. There's been a few where the quarterback Kenny has overthrown a few people and has missed a mark. There's been a few plays where the one game where it was raining, people were slipping and falling in their routes, dropping the ball. You got the one everybody's calling crybaby. Pickens didn't drag his feet. You learn how to drag your feet in 9th grade, dude. So if you're pouting, maybe before you pout publicly at a game, maybe you should get more than 2 receptions for -1 yards. That worked for Jerome Bettis when he got 2 runs or something for 1 yard because he had a touchdown and they won that game. But you new guys, you can't get 2 receptions for -1 yard. We could have blew them out, but you didn't drag your feet. We could have had an extra touchdown lead and not made it so tight. But, ABCs, man. Before you run your mouth, ABCs. And the receivers that keep dropping shit, they better get the jugs machine out there. That one year, Deontay Johnson tried to play catch with a tennis ball. You can't do that. That made him worse that year, in my opinion. But the jugs machine does work. I forget who it was, Randy Moss or Terrell Owens or somebody. They said that when they were on their own time, they would go to the facility and for hours and hours and hours on end, whoever it was, I don't remember, they were the highlight reel back in the day. But they said in an interview that actually, I think they bought part of the jugs machine. And that was actually a commercial for the jugs machine I seen, actually, an advertisement. One of them elite receivers said that they had the jugs machine and they would go out there and they would just have somebody fire them, pass after pass after pass after pass. And he said that after so many hours, you know exactly what that ball is going to do when it bounces off the tip of your hands. Because you've seen this reception before 10 times. It might have came from a machine, but there's a person moving in the machine. That machine has power, and these balls that they're missing, Kenny's getting them to them. Plain and simple. They're if you're going to be pouting like a spectacular receiver, you better go up and make that catch like that spectacular receiver. AB got away with it for so long because there was times where we was losing, and Ben said, "Look, nobody else is catching the ball, AB. We can't run the ball, AB. We need a touchdown, AB." And even though he threw the water cooler across the field, he still got them touchdowns. Toe tap Tony, he's an asshole. Whatever, he's crazy. I'm just saying, if you're gonna pout like an all-pro and pout like a prima donna receiver, you better get them stats and make them toe taps, and you better have 150 to 270 yards a game with 1 to 3 touchdowns if you're gonna pout like that. And you want to take something off social media? Yeah, okay. You're a hard worker. I'll give you that, dude, but you're going down the wrong route. You could be great. Pickens could be a great receiver. I'm telling you, he is great. He's just got the wrong idea, man. 2 receptions, -1 yard, and you're going to pout. You didn't see this shit? Sorry about that. The Steelers got lucky. The Packers, Jair Alexander, their best defensive back, he re-aggravated an injury at practice. I think he might have did it at the last game they played, but I'm not sure. But I did read that whatever he had injured previously, he's doubtful. He might even be out by now, or in if he is playing, he's playing hurt, which any educated quarterback or coordinator or coach would automatically, draw some shit up to pick on that side of the field if that dude's out. If that's their lockdown defensive back and he's out or he's playing hurt, you go to it. That's the side of the field. You just rain down on it. That's how Jacksonville beat us. They went to the weak side of the field. They picked Patrick Peterson apart. Because although he ain't injured, he sure plays like it sometimes. Freaking guy he's supposed to cover is in the midfield catching a slant pass. Patrick Peterson's over on the hash mark. Dude, I'm glad. He seems to have been doing a little bit better now that they got him at like that Mike Mitchell nickel, that specialty position. I call it the spy, where some plays you play safety, maybe prevent, or you spy in the middle of the field, or you rush the quarterback, but you don't do it right away. It's like a delayed rush. You wait for the lineman to engage, and then you go towards the quarterback any which way you can. But yes, Jair Alexander is either playing injured or he's out. And by far, that's their best receiver, or their best defensive back, I'm sorry. And if that is actually the case, then whoever's in charge of calling these plays or audibles need to go ahead and get that side of the field picked up. Some more drama happened. Steelers sideline. I guess after a 3 and out, Chukwueze Okorafor made a statement on the sideline and said, "Why don't they just kneel after every play? Just kneel the rest of the game out and then punt." Supposedly, Coach Tomlin heard this, and his play time was said to have been limited. This is what I'm reading. Just kneel. Hey, we're saying it too, man. Screens, halfback dives, freaking post routes. Like, that makes me sick. They piss me off sometimes. Like, they had 3 really good runs ripped off. So what do? Let's go back to the end round. Okay, we just had 3 massive runs. Let's go to the bubble screen. That's so damn stupid, man. I can't help it. Man. Oh. To close out the show tonight, I got a little something special for you guys. I have the WPIAL Pennsylvania High School WPIAL Championship semifinal round scores. Not many channels bring you those on YouTube. We are Pittsburgh Sports 365. And when I say it, I mean all them sports. Yen's kids play for these schools, you're going to get the scores right here. I miss playing high school football. Mm. I was a fat kid. I couldn't have made college. So we're gonna start out this evening. Probably with, I don't know. Should we start low and go high? We'll start low and go. We'll start with the smaller ones and go high. All right. So West, this is going to be. We got Westinghouse, 37. Westinghouse won their playoff game, 37-20. Clairton beat Union 18-6. Bishop Canevas 34, California 8. Washington High School beat McGuffey 18-7. Steel Valley won against West Beaver 21-7. Mohawk beat Amani Christian 17-12. Beaver Falls on top of New Smyrna 14-13. It looks like. I'm sorry. It's a little smudged. 14-0. That might be 0. Oh, is it a shutout? Oh, it is. 14-0. Sorry. That's what it looks like. Or 13. I don't know. We got Elizabeth Forward over West Mifflin, 42-21. This is the beginning of the AAA Whippeal semifinals. No, quarterfinals. I'm sorry. Is it quarterfinals or semifinals? Yes. But anyway, East out. At where did I go? Where was I? Oh, okay. Elizabeth Forward over West Mifflin, 42-21. East Allegheny over South Park, 28-21. Bell Vernon over Deer Lakes, 49-6. That was a bonking. Wow. You got Avonworth over Beaver Area, 41-21. That was a schwacking. Sorry, in my book, 20 or more points, you got blown out, period. Central Catholic, we're going to the 5A. When I played McKeesport, I believe we were quad A. We might have been 5. I don't even know if 5A existed back then. It might have. I don't know. Shit. You know how many hours I've worked since then? How many times I banged my head? And back in the 90s, how many bags of, oregano. I'm just kidding. So the 5A, this is the big schools. Central Catholic, like tarred and feathered Mount Lebanon, 42-7. North Allegheny beat Cannon Mac 49-7. Woof. Peters Township beat Moon 41-18. Damn, man, look at all these behind whoopings. Wow. That's crazy. Penn Hills lost 16-9. Wow, that's a lot of big scores. So these are the, let's see, I'm going to read off these big, the most points scored by the teams in the Whippeal Championships. We got a 49, a 42, a 41, another 49, another 41, a 37, a 40, Fort Cherry over Rochester, 40-0. Holy cow. That's insane. Westinghouse, 37 over Ballin. Oof. The Clairton Bears move on. Shout out Ira Collins. When I lived in McKeesport, there was a coach, the Clairton Bears. His name was Ira Collins. He was a good dude. He was a good guy. He used to always try to help the kids, keep them out of trouble. Rough area over there, man. It was hard to work there, I'm sure. I went over to Duquesne 4 times. 2 times for church. And I don't count Kennywood as Duquesne. I'm talking about up on the hill. The church is at the bottom, though. I appreciate everybody coming to the episode tonight. I really do. And I'm sorry about... See, I didn't know. There's a thing on there where you got to have so many subscribers and so many view hours before you're allowed to go live. But it'll let you press the button and sit there and stare at the computer like there's something wrong with you. But I thought for sure that the video that I did live Thursday at 7:45 for episode 2 came through. And I'm sorry. It won't happen again because I'll pre-record them until I know that we got enough subscribers to be live. It's free to subscribe, guys. Please come on over and subscribe. Come on over and check us out on YouTube. It's Pittsburgh Sports 365. We're looking for new subscribers. Come on over, click the like button. If you have any suggestions for topics in future episodes, feel free to hit us up in the comments section. Click the bell for notifications. Join our Facebook group if you are a Yinzer. I really do appreciate it, guys. Sorry about the mistake. I'll do better. Yins, take care now. Go Pens. That game's about to start. Go Steelers. We got to get them Packers. Yins, have a good night now. Thanks for stopping in and seeing us. Until next time, get out of town. Don't forget about us. Thank you for choosing Pittsburgh Sports 365 for your entertainment. Happy to be part of the group. Thanks, everybody involved. Have a good one, fool.